Okay fellas, in this video we're going to be taking a close look at not just the newly acquired Hafner train that I have and all the pieces, but more importantly right now, setting it up, the track itself. This bottom track is a straight two-rail Marx track piece. The top track is a banked two-rail IVES, I-V-E-S, IVES vintage track. And I'm hopefully going to explain the difference and why it's so very important with the Clockwork trains. Alright guys, I wanted to show you the newly acquired Hafner complete set that I have to go with the original wind-up loco. This is 115041 Hafner, and I did as much research as I could do on this, and what I like to believe are reputable sites. And these are the original cars from this set. This is the perfect matching set. Okay, the Hafner Tender, the Grand Canyon boxcar, the Hafner Hopper, and the Hafner Caboose. Okay, now from what I've found out in my research is that this set was made in 1955, and it was the last set with both names on it, Hafner and Wyandotte. And the set that would come after this would be the Wyandotte locomotive and tender with the Indian on the front, the Wyandotte Indian. So that's the whole set. This is the car I'm going to be hooked up to. I'm setting up a completely separate track on the other side of the room. It's going to be dedicated just to the wind-ups rather than mix the two together. And so I have the Hafner and of course the Marx wind-ups I have many of. So I just wanted to talk a few minutes about the track. Alright, there's many beautiful videos online with guys with Clockwork trains. Beautiful. And love to watch them. But however, there's not much information given really at all, especially about the track. Now these trains, all the wind-ups, everybody knows they are just they're prone to derailments. If you put them on a regular 027 flat track and you run them too fast, chances are they're going to derail. Now I'm told that the Hafners are more prone to do that than the Marx. I don't know. I know the Vanderbilt's Marx train do it a lot. However, so now I discovered what's commonly known to everybody else who has done this, the banked track. You see the ties there, high on one side, low on the other. It's a banked track. So that when the loco is sitting on there, it's banked to the inner side of a circle. And the centrifugal force will keep it from flying off the rail. Right? Now this track that this loco is sitting on is a flat, regular Marx track. Just flat track. Okay? And I'm going to move this car now. You should be able to see almost instantly the difference. Just look at the ties. You can see the difference. It's very clear. Okay, when the train is on the regular track, it sits perfectly straight. Alright? When the train sits on the bank track, you can obviously see it's tipped to one side. The distance here, okay, is much less than the distance on the other side. Alright, and that's what keeps it from derailing. This particular track is unmarked, no name on it at all. Perhaps some of you guys who are very familiar with this can identify it by the black ties. This one here is an IVES. IVES Trains, one of the first Clockwork train companies. Okay, this is a really nice track. What's nice about it is, if you look closely at the ties, the difference in the ties, that little lip that's there, the little lip on both sides, the purpose of that is to connect this clip. Okay, I'm going to show you. Here's a piece of track with it connected. Okay, it just slides in there and connects the two. So if you have track that's not 100% fastened down, or you just want more stability, that is perfect. Okay, holds it together. IVES is very, very well named, well-known name, very, very collectible. I don't have any IVES Clockworks, but I do have quite a lot of IVES bank track I acquired, and I also have this other bank track. So hopefully I'm going to be using the IVES strictly. If I need one or two pieces, I'll use the other. But anyway, we're going to be putting it all together this week, hopefully, and depending on the weather, we've been having so much rain, and if I have time, I'll get it all done and put together. But anybody who can offer any information about these tracks and the Clockworks in particular, alright, not just, mentioning the trains, but in particular info, I'd greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and hope to get this up and running very soon. Book 'em, Dano.